welcome back to our Popsicles new episode. This is our 10th episode.
Hooray! Today's episode is a continuation of our episode 5 and 6. In our episode 5 and 6, we've covered a drama named A Little Reunion that represents how Chinese students and their family go through the biggest challenge in their life of Gaokao, the Chinese SAT, if you still remember it.
Yeah, I love the Little Reunion. So today we are bringing you on the other drama, A Little Love for Separation. So in fact, A Little Reunion and A Love for Separation are sister-brother drama series. This comes the first. A Love for Separation comes the first. And A Little Reunion actually is the second one.
Right.
This time, in this drama, presents how the families and their students go through the second biggest challenge of 中考.
The ones who smart at linguistics probably already recognize the similarity between the word 高考 and 中考.
Yeah, because 高 means high and 中 means medium. So 中考 is designed for students who are trying to attend high schools.
Yes. So, and 高考 was for university students.
Yeah.
This time, there are also 3 families living in a big city, like either Shanghai or Beijing. Each family with 1 kid, thanks to the one-child policy. If there are more kids, this drama will be a lot more chaotic. So, Yichai, would you mind to introduce us the main characters? Because last time we introduced Fang Yifan, Yingzi, and the other boy, Ji Yangyao. So this time, can you also introduce us the girls and boys?
Right. So in this drama, the main family parents are Fangyuan and Tongwenjie. The name was keep the same.
That felt similar. Were they played by the same actors as well?
Yes.
Ah.
Same actors, but the only difference is in their family, they only have a girl. So her name is Duo. No, it's not Fang Yifan anymore.
Yeah.
Her name is Duo.
What does Duo means?
Duo is the counter for flower.
Yeah.
Like one flower, one something flower, like one flower. One.
Yeah, that's a tricky part of Chinese because you don't have this in English.
Yeah.
Like in Chinese, you have to have one something flower, whereas in English, that could just be a flower.
Flower, yeah, exactly. So that's the content for flower. So it's a pretty name, and Duo is a charming girl as well. So she is at the last year of her middle school. So she is preparing what we call 中考 in the drama. Yeah. And same as Fang Yifan, she comes from a family with lots of love and care, especially from her dad, Fangyuan. Yeah. So sometimes she's really naive, like on doing things. Yeah. And she has a tiger mom, as we already know, Tongwenjie. Yeah.
The typical tiger mom. And
Duo really scares to disappoint her parents, especially her mom. So in her family, she and Fangyuan, her dad, they are in the same group. And Tongwenjie is like always trying to treat them like anime.
Ah, you mean okay, yeah. It's like when you have 2 string, when you have 2 groups in one family.
Yeah, that kind of thing. And then because Duo has so many things that she wants to do, but because in her age she's like around 13, I think.
14,
yeah.
Yeah.
So she would have changed her mark on her examination paper or hide her grades. And I think Fangyuan helped her on that one. Yeah.
For the first time, Fangyuan helped. And then the second time, it was Xiaoyu's idea to change from 71 to 91.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tongwenjie find out. Well, I'm not gonna spoil that, but yeah.
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 And the second character, her name is Qin.
Yeah, Qian is like what was Fang Yifan's cousin's name?
Lei Lin Lei.
Qian is exactly Lei kind of students. So she's the top students, what we call 学霸. Yeah.
学霸. We've covered it before, yeah.
It's like the straight A students. Straight Asian students.
Yeah. The typical one, yes.
Yeah. But Qian, she comes from a rather least wealthy family. Yeah, so her mom has a firm thought of sending Qian overseas. So without considering their financial status, because Qian's father is a taxi driver.
Yeah.
And Qian's mom she works in a community hospital.
That's right.
Yeah, and she is not registered, which means she got lower paid than normal nurse or doctors. Yeah.
So I can see that, in a place like Beijing or Shanghai, it's your living costs get so high, and then you want to send your kids off to overseas. That's just, I think that's just too much burden for the family.
Yeah.
So the mom really wants to send Qin off, and her dad doesn't.
Yeah, her dad is like, Qian is my only hope.
Yeah, how can you send her away?
Yeah.
And then this like conflicting views just cause so many chaos, so many family chaos.
Yeah. Qian's mom and dad almost divorced.
Almost. I think it was so close to that point.
Yeah.
To the edge of it.
Yeah.
So, what does Qingjing think? Does she want to go?
No.
She wants to stay with the family.
Yes.
Yeah. And then here we come, the final one, the
complicated one.
The complicated one, but also the funniest one. I just love watching their family.
So his name is Xiaoyu. So do you want to introduce Xiaoyu to us?
So here's a boy called Xiaoyu, the only main boy in this drama. His dad, so the actor who played his dad is actually the director of this drama.
Yes.
A little bit of background story here. Xiaoyu come from a quite a rich family. Super rich, yes. So his mom passed away. It's like so it's left with his dad and him to go along with him. And then his dad married again with a young and pretty lady who's almost like Xiaoyu's sister.
Yeah, like Xiaoyu was like 14, and Xiaoyu's dad's new wife is no more than 10 years older than Xiaoyu.
Yeah, and Xiaoyu's stepmom is named Tina. So Xiaoyu really can't accept the fact that his dad is married with another woman.
Yeah.
Especially when Tina is so young and when their age are so close.
Yeah.
And Xiaoyu pranks Tina for a few times.
Tina was pregnant.
Tina was pregnant. I know. Another fact is Tina's pregnant. And one thing was like, Xiaoyu was being nice to buy her a bottle of perfume. And then in this perfume, there's a certain ingredient that pops out, that just like really stands out. And then when Tina and her dad was watching the drama, the Zhenhuan Zhuan, the Legend of Zhenhuan, see,
yes.
they're all linked together. When Tina was watching Legend of Zhenhuan with Xiaoyu's dad, and then they were mentioning about this ingredient actually makes miscarriages.
Mm-hmm.
So Tina got really angry. Tina went back and looking at that bottle of perfume says, "See, this is what your son did to me. He wants me to have miscarriages." The family quarrels, the unstoppable family quarrels, was just like so funny.
Yeah.
So Tina, she like everyone in the family obviously just gets so many headaches from every day these kind of conversations. So Tina makes Xiaoyu's dad to start to have a thought of sending Xiaoyu overseas. His dad was thinking, oh, what if I send Xiaoyu to study overseas so I can avoid all these noises made by Xiaoyu and Tina.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I thought this is just like really, really irresponsible to send your child for the sake of avoiding problems. Like you should be there solving these problems.
Yeah, take the responsibility, guys.
I know. See, I'm not pronouncing it accurately again. After going through different events, Xiaoyu went to Australia. Not sure which city he goes to. He didn't have a fun time there. He was deported back to China.
Ed.
Am I spoiling too much?
I guess it's okay.
This is okay.
Yeah.
Xiaoyu finally becoming a more mature person, finally shows his side of caring Xiao.
Mm-hmm.
If you have heard from our Mulan episode,
Yeah.
Xiao means not devotion to your family, honoring your parents.
Yeah, Chinese parenthood, respect.
Filial, yeah. Finally shows his side of caring, Xiao, and he becomes more understanding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not going to spoil you his ending, but this is the most interesting character, I reckon.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, to summarize this, this drama sets in Chinese financial capital Shanghai. The 30-episode TV series features three different families and narrates the cycle of parents who are compelled to accept separation from their children for the sake of better education. This is not written by me. This is written by the China Daily.
Okay. You sound so professional.
I know. Set in China's financial capital, Shanghai, the 30-episode TV series features three different families and narrates the psycho parents who are compelled to accept separation from their children for the sake of better education.
Aww. Okay.
Very good audience. You're a very good one. So I think a few years back, we always have this discussions about whether we should go overseas or not. Like Chinese parents always are concerning the Chinese education, whether they're good enough or not. Like they always have this in mind that the U.S. educations are better. But I think the U.S. probably is not easier. Like going to Brown or other like Harvard is not an easy thing.
Yeah, but
like the SATs are actually quite competitive.
Mm-hmm. But I think some parents, they think to study overseas is like take off the pressure from their kids.
Yeah, because if many of the kids, if they didn't study overseas, they wouldn't go to university.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of number of people are competing in this 中考 and 高考 race.
Yeah.
So I think this mindset actually changes over the years. Like I think in this year, not as many parents think that going overseas is actually a good solution to their children.
Yeah, especially under the COVID-19. People
After
just
COVID-19,
don't.
yeah.
People just don't want to let their kids travel around.
Yeah, I do really wonder how many parents have changed their mind because of COVID-19.
Is there a data or something?
Not yet. Well, in next episode, I will include my data for 2018 and 2019. But for this year, I don't think a data has come out yet.
Right, yeah.
And even if they do have a data, many students choose to study at home, like at home in China, rather than go to overseas to do online studying. It's like there is just no point to do that.
Yeah. So speaking of next episode, what are we going to cover in next episode?
So in next episode, we will discuss on 中考, like, because last time we explained what 高考 is, and this time we'll really debug the structure of 中考 for you guys. And then we'll also talk about adolescents. Also Chinese fandom, they are super crazy. Well, yeah, Korean fandom is probably the craziest, but also the Chinese fans.
Yeah.
And also the rise of fanfics on online fictions in recent years. Yeah. So hopefully you've enjoyed this episode, and if you do enjoy, maybe go on YouTube and look up this drama and start watching it.
Yeah. And if you're a new audience and you're really interested in what we're talking about today, you may want to go back to listen episode 5 and 6. That is a little reunion. I think that one is much better than this one.
You think so? What's your rating on A Little Reunion?
According to the ending of Layer and Yingzi, I would say 7.5 out of 10.
That's pretty good. What about this one?
For this one, I'll only rate for 6 out of 10. Yeah.
I see. I enjoyed that one more than this one too. So I think that's why we did a little reunion first.
Yeah.
And we do this one second. Whereas normally we should do the first story first and the second. Like how we did Legend of Zhenhuan and We's Love in Royal Palace.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So I think for me, it's probably the same. I will give A Little Reunion an 8. An 8. And I will only give this one a 6.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still pretty good, but obviously I like the other one better.
Yeah.
So hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. It's quite short for us. And also we need some sponsorship.
Please.
It's like we're begging for money. But actually we need some sponsorship for our marketing and to produce better quality contents.
Yeah, and also if you like our show, please tell friends around you. They might interest in Chinese culture or how the C-dramas are.
Yeah. So, and maybe follow our Facebook and our Instagram for more information.
So yeah, just type popsicle POPOCUL.
And if you're listening from our podcast platforms, you can also go to our YouTube channel and hit subscribe.
Yep. So I think that'll be it.
we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.